like to call on the president of the Bermuda Trade Union Congress, as well as the president, and put your hands together, of the Bermuda Public Services Union, Brother Jason Hayward.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. On behalf of the Executive General Council and members of the BPSU, I bring you greetings on today's Labor Day. Today, I also have the distinct privilege of bringing you greetings in my capacity as President of the Bermuda Trade Union Congress. Brothers and sisters, on July 18th, the PLP regained power in Bermuda. Brothers and sisters, it could only be described as a landslide victory, one of epic proportions. But that landslide victory brings concern to many, both PLP supporters and non-supporters. Some people are of the notion that a landslide victory means that the Progressive Labour Party now rules or has the ability to rule in some sort of dictatorship style. See, some are scared because the OBA are now feeble and anemic, that the PLP will run forth with its agenda with no real accountability. Brothers and sisters, that can be nothing further from the truth. The labor unions in this country have always held governments accountable, whether friend or foe. But what it does bring, it brings an opportunity for the Progressive Labour Party to move forward with a labor agenda unapologetically. An agenda that reduces the system that breeds income inequality, the lack of opportunity in this country for many. Brothers and sisters, in 2017, the Bermuda Trade Union Congress released what we consider to be a workers' agenda. We will revisit this agenda annually. But on this agenda is a number of important things. We're asking for a livable wage to be instituted in Bermuda. I have been invited by the Chamber of Commerce to sit on a panel discussion to discuss a livable wage. My response was, talking is done, it's now time for implementation. We need to ensure we have a workforce development plan in place, one that connects people with jobs and jobs with people. Too many of our Bermudians are being left behind, and we have to ensure that we have the framework in place to assist those persons with gainful employment. We need to address our youth unemployment. Youth unemployment is highest in Bermuda. We can't allow our young people to feel that there is no hope in this country. We can't allow our young people to go away, get education, and feel like they don't want to come back home. We want to ensure our young people is not filtered into antisocial behavior, so we have to provide opportunity for our youth. We need to institute unemployment insurance, help persons while they're in the transition of finding a job. We need to ensure that our workers get cost of living increases. We can't afford for the inflation rate to continually rise, taxes to increase, all other insurance increases, and our workers not receive cost of living increases so that they can continue to enjoy a high quality of life. We need to address age discrimination. We need to stop kicking out our mature folks at the age of 65. We have to look at that seriously. We don't want our mature persons transitioning from employment to financial assistance. That's not the way it should go. We need to reform our labor laws and our pension laws. Employers should have to provide a pension for expatriate workers. We need to level the playing field. Brothers and sisters, we have to ask ourselves, why is the BTUC's workers' agenda so comprehensive? Why is there so much items on the agenda that needs to be addressed? I think we have to come to the conclusion that we live in a system that is not designed for a segment of the population to get ahead. We've seen our middle class deteriorate. We've seen our communities deteriorate. We're seeing our family structures deteriorate. Some would say, all by design. And so if I want to stand here on this Labor Day as a free worker, we must really be free. We now have to shift the conversation in how we remove ourselves from this colonial rule. We have to now look at independence as a viable option for our people. So we can set our own agenda, so we can create our own system, and so we can see our people get ahead. Brothers and sisters, reach church for labor. Hip hip, hip hip.